Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Yasser Ahmed. So we're going to be looking at paper 3 from the ICT IGCSE course. We're doing a HTML section of this paper, and this paper in particular is the one from 2023, May-June, variant 32. So let's go down to the first section. So you need to check to see if you've received the correct files. So already I've completed task 1, the evidence document, and the first part of task 2 to create a new folder and to locate and place the following files into that folder. So let me show you quickly what I've done. So I've got, here's a question paper here. This was the source folder, and I've created a new folder called tasks. And what you need to do is you need to make sure you've moved all of the files into that folder. Okay. And I've also created my evidence document. So you can create a new word process document. You need to include your name, center number, candidate number on every page. And then this has to be saved into your work area with the center number and candidate number included. So here's the evidence document. You can see I've included my name, center number, and candidate number in the header. And I've already typed out evidence 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so I think we're good to start. So let's just have a look at the source folder. Do we have all of the files? It looks like we do. Okay. The first part of the task is to open up this picture here in a graphic editing software. Okay, let me just close this down really quickly because we're going to do it again. So I'm using paint.net. So what you can do is open up paint.net and then drag in the tiger picture onto here. And what is it that we need to do? So we need to edit the image by rotating it to 180 degrees. Okay, so if I go to image, if I click on here, rotate 180, yeah, that's what we need. Okay, we need to reflect or flip the image horizontally so the tire is on the left side. So you can see we have a tire on this side here. We need to put the tire onto the opposite side. So you can go to image, flip horizontally. So the tire now appears here. Crop to remove most of the tire but none of the tiger. And crop to remove everything above the tiger's ear. So to make the crop, we need to choose a selection. So select on the rectangle select tool. So we need to go above the tiger's ear. Make sure we don't crop the tiger off. Make sure we get rid of the tire on the right hand side. And I'm just going to make the selection here. So we're getting rid of this part, the tire, and anything above the tiger's ear. And go to here, image, crop to selection. Done. We need to resize the image so it's 1000 pixels high, but without changing the aspect ratio. So we need to keep that. So what we need to do is go to image, resize, maintain the aspect ratio, and just change it to 1000 pixels. Okay. Cropping to remove the right side of the image, so it's 500 pixels wide by 1000 pixels. So if you don't have your ruler, guys, make sure you include your ruler. So if you go to view, rulers, use the selection tool. So we're going to select from this side here, and we need to go to 500. So I think I've selected 500. I'm looking at the bottom right of the number, so it's on 499. I think that will be close enough. So if we go to image, crop to selection, and then image resize, yes. Well, this is slightly off, so let me just change out. No one's going to know. Done. So once you've done that, we need to save this in a PNG format as tiger underscore 999. So your candidate number. So I'll have to put 5678. So let me go ahead and save this. File, save as, select PNG, and include your center number 5678. Done. Okay. So what we need to do is display the contents of your folder, showing folder name, file names, file extensions, image dimensions, and file sizes, and take a screenshot and place this into your evidence folder. So if I go to my folder here, you can see I've got all of the elements. I've got the folder name, file names, extensions, dimensions, file sizes. If you're missing something, you can right click up here. If you don't see it here, you can go to more and you can select whatever you're looking for. So let me just first of all take a screenshot of the folder. You got the name there as well, and place this into the evidence document. Done. Right, the second part of the task is we now need to open up web expression. We need to create a web page. So you're going to create a web page and a style sheet to promote the animal sanctuary. The web page and style sheet must work in any browser. All color codes are in hexadecimal, and any new color codes must also be in hexadecimal. Make sure your style sheet contains no HTML, and make sure your HTML and style sheet are as efficient as possible. So in this particular paper, we're going to be creating a table. We're going to be inserting some content, and we just have to attach the style sheet. I don't think we need to do anything more than that. We don't need to edit one or create one. So let's go ahead and create a new file, new web page into our task folder. So make sure you are saving everything into the same folder. So we're going to open up Expression now. And just click it on Design, File, Save As. Go to your task folder and just call this task. Okay, we're now going to create the table. So we go to Table, Insert Table. And the first thing is this web page must be created using a single table and work in all browsers. Table must fit 80% of the browser window. So if the browser's opened up, the table will only be 80% wide of the table of the browser window. So the width of the table will be 80%. If you resize the browser window, it will change accordingly. So what you do is you come to here, specify the width, you select percentage and 80, you enter. Right, now we need to identify the rows and columns. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 rows, and we've got 3 columns. So you can change that and press OK. Have I missed something out? Let me just highlight the table, go back to table properties. Guys, I made a mistake actually. I've done it in cell padding, so let me delete this and do it again. Insert table, 80%. And for rows and columns, we're going to do it here. So 4 rows and 3 columns. So the mistake I made was I did it here instead for the padding. So 4 rows, 3 columns, 80% wide. And the next step is to merge the cells. So we've got this one here, A, and then C's merged down across many rows, and B and D are merged across 2 columns, 2 cells. So this one is merged across, modify, merge. This is A. This is merged across, modify, merge cell. This is B. This is also merged across. This one was D. This one's merged all the way down. Modify, merge. This one was C. And these two, I think, are E and F. So if we go to the code, you can see here's the code, the table. Code starts from here. It's 80% of the browser window. This is the first row. And this is the first cell which has been merged across 3 columns. In the second row, we've got 2 cells. One that's merged across 2 columns. And then the third cell is merged across many rows. And then we have another row here. And then the final row, which has not been merged. We just have 2 cells, E and F. The last cell has been combined with this merge here. So this has been merged from a cell in here and from this row as well. So you can see C goes across these 3 rows. Right, let's go ahead and add some content now. So table borders must not appear in your final web page. That's something worth looking at the end. Okay, use video and source tags to place in cell B the video file J2 332 tiger.mp4. So in cell B. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go to my code view. When you're working in percentages, it's probably best to work in a code view. Just make a bit of space. And what I'm going to do is insert the video tag. So you start off by typing here video, and you got the closing tag. So in this first tag here, we also need to look at the question paper. The video must fit the width of the cell. So what we need to do here is just type here after video, width equals in speech marks 100%. Okay, done. So inside here now, we need to include some more tags. Sorry, for the source of the image. So it's going to be source src equals, and let me see if I can copy and paste the file name. So that's the file name. Okay, and we also need to say the type. It's going to be type equals video dot or slash mp4. Close the bracket. So save, and let's see if this is working in the browser. So we can see we have a video here. If I right click, we can click on show all controls and press play. I'm just going to change it to 100% so we can see everything. Okay, so you can see cell A is at the top, and we've got the other cells at the bottom. We can press play, and the video is playing. You can also click on loop as well. And it should loop as well. Okay, the last thing that we need to do is display an appropriate text-based error message if the browser does not support this video type. So I'm just going to copy this here, and what I'm going to do is just paste it underneath this line, but before the closing video tag. So I know this is going to be closing because it's got a backward slash. Just put it there. Don't need to have the spaces. I just did it so I can see what I'm doing. So that's the code for the video. Okay, place in cell A the image of the banner. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I know this is cell A. I'm going to stick to the code whilst I'm inserting these pictures. So if I click on here, picture, click on the banner. Make sure you always include alternative text because later on they'll ask you. So set appropriate alternative text for each still image. Make sure the aspect ratio is maintained for all images. Okay, so let me just put in here the banner. Okay, so we got that. Oops, in C now, the image which we saved in step 1. So C is going to be this one here, the tiger picture. So we can just delete that C and go to here, tiger 5678. Just type in tiger. Okay. And let me go to E and F. So E and F. And in E, we're going to insert the picture of the monkey. So again, click on here. The monkey is here. We can call this monkey. And then F. Click on here. The elephant. Done. So in cell D, we need to place the contents of this text file here. So let's open up the text file. So J2332 TAS, yeah, that's on here. So let me copy and paste this into cell D. So cell D is this one here. Copy and paste. And I'm going to go to the design view. So we got the content here. Okay, let's see what it says. Display this text as 2 paragraphs. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm just looking what we need to do. I think this is going to be, let me see the text. Yeah, the wild is the first paragraph. So maybe what I could have done is, oh, do you know what? I'll do it separately now. So just seeing where it goes up to. Yeah, so this is the first one. I'm just going to make this into P for now, for example. I want to make this into P. Okay, if I go to the code, get rid of that. Yeah, so what we need to do is we need to include another paragraph. So what it says is add a third paragraph, the text, web page edited by. So let me just open up another tag, and then we can copy and paste this information inside of it. Right, yes, Ahmed. What we need to include is your center number, so we can use 1, 2, 3, 4, and then candidate number 5, 6, 7, 8. And what we need to do is change all of these styles to H2. Okay, so let's go ahead and change these styles into H2. So I'm just basically changing all of these as well. G2, H2, and last one. Probably would have been easier with selecting them in design view, but anyway, it's done. Okay, let's go back to design view now. Okay, what we need to do is create a hyperlink from the, so let me just select this as complete. Hyperlink from the image elephant.jpg to open up the web page elep.htm. So from the elephant picture, right click, go down and select hyperlink, existing file or web page, and it's going to be this page here. Press OK. And then the monkey, we need to create an email link. So create a hyperlink from the monkey JPEG to send an email message to tas@cambridge.org. So what we do here is I'm going to right click, go to hyperlink, email address. We can type in the email address. And I've done this before, so I'm just going to type in. So this is actually the second time I'm making this video because I did it the first time and found out it wasn't recording. So I've done this already. So press OK. Done. Almost at the end, and then we'll find out if this did record. So I attach the style sheet. So what I'm going to do is just get rid of this. We just see one thing. Okay. So attach the style sheet, browse. It's going to be this one here, J2332 TAS. Yeah. And you can see the background's changed and maybe the formatting of this H2. We've got some styles here. Okay. Right, what do we need to do now? So we've done that. Save your page, display it in a browser, and take a screenshot and place this into your evidence document. Make sure all the page can be seen, text can be read, address bar is fully visible. Save. go to your browser. Just going to zoom out a little bit. Just make this a little bit smaller. Okay, there we go. I think that's fine. Maybe make it a bit. There we go. I think that we'll have to do. And show controls here as well. Okay, just put this into my browser, evidence document, and evidence 3 is going to be the HTML code. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to go to the code, copy all of it, and place it into here. Okay, what I'm going to do is just I want to try doing something with these pictures, see if they can fit a bit better actually. So this is the tiger picture. If I just type in here styles, you don't need to do this guys, but let's just see something. Styles equals height 100% and width. So I've done the style is the height is going to be 100% according to cell size, and the width also 100% for the tiger picture. Okay, so let me see if that makes any difference. Not really. All right, we can leave it as it is. Okay, hopefully this video was useful for you guys. Please, if you have any questions, let me know. Take care. Okay, bye-bye.